there are two ways to factor polynomials. The first one is grouping and the second one is box method. The equation should be in this format. The a in front of the x squared, the b in front of the x, and the c. The first part of the x is a times c, and then the bottom is b. So you have to, these two numbers are supposed to multiply to equal this number and add it up to get this number.
Okay, we have this equation. We can label this as A, this as B, and this as C. But first, we have to take out any greatest common factors. For example, this one has 2 in common for all of them, so we take that out as such. 2, and then parentheses, it's just x squared minus 1x minus 6. So now, since it's simplified, we can put it in the x. A times c, 1 times -6 is -6. And then b is -1. Now we have to find multiples that add up, that multiply to -6 and add to -1. So some multiples are 3 and -2. They multiply to -6, but they only add up to +1. So that's not right. The next one, you can put 2 and -3. They multiply, and when you add them, it's -1. So 2 and -3 are what you are gonna use to replace the -1x. So now it would look like this. You would keep your a the same, and then plus 2x minus 3x, then minus 6. You're going to keep your a and c the same. Now, we have 4 different variables here. So now we're going to do grouping by splitting them off into pairs. And now, we again take out the greatest common factor in both of these. So in this pair, x is in common. So we take out the x, and now it would be x plus 2. And then for this one, they have -3 in common. So now in the parentheses, it would be x plus 2. And then in the parentheses, it should be the same for both. So now your final answer is 2 from your original greatest common factor, and then x minus 3, and then x plus 2.
Our second problem is x squared plus 5x plus 4. The first step is to take out any common factors. And since there are none, we're moving on to the second step. So the second step is to fill in the x. So a times c equals 4. And then you put b on the bottom. So 1 times 4 equals 4. And then 1 plus 4 equals 5. And now we're moving on to the box. So first we put a right here, so x squared, and then c on the bottom right here, so 4. And then to fill in these two boxes, you get the two numbers you found right here, and then you put it in front of the x. So 1x and 4x. It doesn't matter where these go, it's just as long as they're in the box. So you find what's in common. So x is in common right here, and 1 is in common right here, x is in common right here, and then 4 is in common right here. So your equation, your factors are x plus 1 and then x plus 4.